Yeah, it's always random 3 sentences. It's always kind of works out, I think, really. It's weird. Hey guys, Game Hunter here, and we're playing some Spelunky, or rather, was playing some Spelunky. This is actually a narration of the events because stupid audio is sometimes stupid. This is actually the best run I had, and this is the one that I finished on. I figure I will show it because it's pretty good. It gets really, really far, even farther than that one in P9. So that'll always be good, fun stuff. I'm probably going to sync a lot of music in so that it's, not too boring without the sound effects. And I will do my best to just talk about the game and about various things that happen just as I go about it. Since these first few levels aren't particularly interesting, I guess I'll just talk about what my thoughts are on the game itself. Oh yeah, this is like a little puzzle thing I made out to myself. I said, oh, this is great puzzle time in Spelunky. And that's one of the really cool things about Spelunky, is that the procedural content generation that is made to create all of these random levels is very well crafted, I have to say. There are some annoying times, but considering you have bombs and ropes that allow you to reshape the map's explorability as much as you want, it works out extremely well, and I have to say I really dig that this game manages to be roguelike in an extremely gifted manner. I'm not even sure how else to put it. But I mean, it's a great game, honestly, if you're a platformer guy and I don't know, for some reason you've been watching all me playing my roguelikes, and like, I couldn't play that game, it's way too turn-based and stuff. And you happen to like, I don't know, Super Mario World as an example, because friggin' Mario Cape's in this. This is probably the roguelike for you. I mean, there's other roguelikes, I think, that are similar to this. At least Shoot First. It's a top-down shooter, at least in the style of being, action-oriented. So, really, I would definitely give this game a try, especially if you're the kind of guy that still has the Twitch sense for the whole ability to play these kinds of games. I know when I'm getting older, and I know some older gamers, you just don't really have that feel for it, and that's why roguelikes can be fun too, because you can play them at really any age. But this one especially, is going to require certain skill on the part of the gamer. As you can tell, I mean, I have about perhaps at least 3 hours unrecorded just because of stupid audio being stupid, and I still haven't beaten the game in all the time that I've been playing, which is probably collectively somewhat 6, 7, 8 hours. It's over 100 deaths at this point. Go figure. I did try to play a little bit after this to make a good tape, but we'll see. So we got a red light district here. Oh boy. If you noticed, I collected some ropes earlier because I knew I'd probably need them, and I spent a rope to get them, and oh well, that's how it goes. And there's my first loss of, HP. Managed to really thankfully avoid that stupid arrow turret. And oh boy, we got a parachute. Probably, in my opinion, the most useless item in the game. Now that I know what the Jedi actually is meant for. Because the parachute for me always deploys poorly when I don't really need it. I should, I don't know, try to use it in a better way. I'm almost positive that if you use it at the exact height that you wouldn't take damage, but anything greater would be, worse, it still deploys. I could be wrong about that. It certainly felt like that when I've done it. So we have a key. That's really good, because that means that we have a treasure chest that contains the Jedi. And I know I used to kind of complain about always getting the Jedi, but that's, I mean, for one, I think that's the only item you ever get in a chest, unless you get maybe more than one chest, even though I don't know if that's possible. But the Jedi, in addition to allowing for gems, also lets you figure out a certain secret area. And perhaps I've already explained this at some point, but we'll get to it when we get to it, and it's pretty nice. So, need a second bomb here. I'm really glad I managed to find bombs and whatnot. I ended up getting a lot of bombs and ropes on this run by the end of it, which was cool, because I mean, I try not to use resources as much as possible, and I'm so glad I picked up the key instead of the bomb there. So we got our Jedi. That's really good. Feel awakened. I mean, the gem get, it's like, whatever. It's not really that big of a deal. We got Proto Man over there being kind of a spaz. And so we're getting close to the jungle. That's good. This, I don't know, adventure through Cave World has been mostly uneventful, which is a good thing. Usually. I mean, sometimes you can pick up really good stuff like capes, power gloves, springy shoes, any combination of those. Compass is a great item. I still don't know about jetpack, and of course teleporter can be very difficult to handle appropriately, although I can see it really helping, and here I'm just trying to make pro jumps. Oh boy, pro jumps. I don't know why I call them that, but they're, yeah. And I keep grabbing the ledge on that rock, which I finally realized, and then now I can get, oh boy, 1,500 gold. All of that time spent for freaking 1,500 gold. Well, you know, you learn the pro jumps and you get better at them, and that's what counts. I imagine pro jumps are infinitely more useful in certain situations, and I've found them to happen in certain situations, and I'm like, crap, I spent way too much time on that pro jump, I better get the hex out of here. So, and I think I just do. Yeah, I collect all this junk over here. I don't go for the box. I think that would have needed a bomb anyway, but whatever. We're in the jungle. It's taken exactly 5 minutes in game time. It's not bad. So we're in Jungle World, and if you notice, the Jedi is blinking, and really luckily the Jedi's blinkingness happened exactly at the entrance, and I'm like, darn it, Proto Man, why can't you be more friendly about the way that you're bouncing along on the tree there? Oh, interesting fact, bombs will completely destroy trees if you knock out the root. That actually caused a death once, and I really hope to eventually create a death montage, death/interesting events montage for all the stuff that I haven't uploaded just yet. It'll be, you know, somewhere at the end of the playlist at this point. Right now I'm kind of having issues with audio-video desync when it happens. I've managed to get around that at times, although I don't know exactly the method. So, in any case, you can see the Jedi blinking like crazy over there, and that means that there's a secret entrance around this area, and what do you know, there it is. And this is the end of level 5. It's really nice, because now I don't even have to worry about finishing, you know, an entirely new area. Welcome to the Black Market. This place holds items of all kinds. Again, this might have happened in part 5. I'm not exactly sure. Part 9, sorry. If it would have happened anywhere, it would have been part 9. But there's one shop of every single kind here, and that's pretty amazing. So we got a cape, we got springy shoes, we got power gloves, we got everything we need. I think I can only actually take 2 of them because it's kind of expensive at this point. Every 2 levels, the amount by which stuff costs, I think, increases by 10%, approximately. Because I noticed with the jetpack, it starts at 20,000 and it moves to like 22,000 and 24,000, etc. And oh, that's 28,000 right now. Maybe black market costs even more. Wouldn't be surprised, I guess. So the cape is an absolutely amazing item. I think I really hailed it in P9. But we also got powdered milk that I might really want since we're past the big spider stuff. And of course we have the absolutely unique item at the black market called the Ankh. I don't know actually what the Ankh does, and I don't know if you have to carry it with you or what. It costs 50,000, so you really need to save all your moolah. I don't think I spent a dime. Well, I spent some on the ropes, but that wouldn't have gotten me up anyway. You really have to hunt for all those gems, I imagine, using the Jedi in order to get that 50 grand for the Ankh. And is it worth it past every other item? I don't even know the answer to that. So supposedly it's whatever. Supposedly it's infinite health. Yeah, that's as far as what I've heard, I guess. I don't know how it works, right? So anyway, I think this is a springy shoes cape run. I'm not even sure I get the power glove. Power glove is a very fickle item because unfortunately sometimes you want to make a certain jump and you don't, or rather you want to make a certain, you know, edge hang, and you don't because the power glove always just sticks exactly where you are when you hit the wall. And so this time I just take bouncy boots and the cape and some powdered milk and some bombs. I forgot to check the gambling place. Let's actually find out what I missed there. And that was a box of bombs. That might have been worth it. It probably would have been at least worth trying out. But I think chill happened. Yeah, chill ran down my spine. That's why I was kind of hurrying up there. Goes past 2 minutes. That's when the chill happens. I don't know when the ghost appears exactly, but 2 minutes seems to be the marker for the chill. So I haven't seen the ghost since like freaking part 3. It's kind of crazy the way that happens sometimes. But oh yeah, and this is cool. Hits the piranha. Oh yeah. And I think, yeah, it completely drains the water, much like the way that the tree is completely destroyed. You know, that also happens. And of course, this is when I could have used the power glove, but fortunately I made a nice little pro jump there. So I have in my hands the web cannon. This is also a pretty meh kind of item. I guess it can be, I would imagine it's especially handy in Proto World when you got all those guys running around everywhere. But the web cannon basically, it literally just makes webs. They eventually disappear, and but they completely immobilize any enemy that's caught in them, which is nice, very nice. And like I said, I don't really have much of a use for it, given that I'm in Jungle World right now. I would say maybe even in Ice World, just to immobilize the UFOs, I could see that really coming in handy. But around here, I mean, the frogs are annoying, and there we go, take another damage. Oh, dag yo. But I don't know. I just don't. I don't find it to be particularly useful in this this ventured area. So I eventually dump it. I think I just dump it right there. In fact, maybe. Yeah, Proto Man, you get the spike treatment. Oh man, and then I'm like, screw it, whatever. I guess that's what happened. Because Proto Man's pretty much whatever, big no deal there. So just dealing with frogs. Frogs kind of are very annoying sometimes. And I think I'm trying to remember. Yeah, right. Yeah, and there's another piece of damage. God, I hate frogs so much. They're probably UFOs and frogs are my least, or probably the enemies that cause me the most ire. Because, well, UFOs, I can't tell you how many times I've died to a UFO explosion because of my own stupidity. And I can't tell you how many times I've taken damage and or died to a frog bounce because of my inability to actually deal with their jump and how they jump and blah blah blah. Yeah, I just placed a bomb. If you notice, I got a lot of bombs. And I even get quite a few extra ropes. Proto Man's going to be a total dick and just kind of jump down just to the exit. It's kind of annoying. Kind of annoying over there, Mr. Proto Man. Hate you so much. And there I learned that the cape can actually deal damage going, you know, just flying out there. So anyway, we're at Ice World. Ice World. It's got some pretty sweet music. I've never tried to jump on a UFO before. I wouldn't be surprised if you could. Although, I'm always really scared to try. I imagine I'll try it someday when I get back to this game in Ice World. Just try the shortcut like that. It's actually quite hard to jump on them. You really need to get them from, you know, from above. They have to start below, and then you got to navigate them appropriately. This is where the climbing gloves would have come in handy, especially. I would have had to make it in one shot, but whatever. So that's the dam. Got more ropes. Got myself a damsel. It's pretty good. The crack, I really don't know if there's like stuff in the ice crack there. I wouldn't be surprised, but I also wouldn't be surprised if it's just for show. So, as with Ice World, since I haven't learned it particularly well, I usually just try to get out of here as soon as possible. There might be a couple of instances where I just kind of sit around, and there's that weird shape again. Again, maybe once only, but it's a weird shape. It's almost kind of arcane in origin. I wouldn't know exactly, but it's pretty crazy. Doing some Yeti jumping, it's always fun. And then we do some Yeti chucking. Yes, Yeti chucking, the sport of champions. So I can, yeah, I guess I could just go down. I'm really worried about the Yeti trying to throw me about. I just don't want to take damage, basically. So. But yeah, my resources here are quite good indeed, and that's something that I especially find useful. So that's how that goes. Yeah. Oh yeah, and this is where I'm like, man, I didn't want to get those boxes, see if it's any good, and it turns out it's kind of crappy. So, oh well, I have to actually bomb the Yetis. Yeah, it's a cape. It's great. That's great. Except I already have one. Dag, yo. So the Yetis are, you know, they don't fall and they don't get really whipped at all. So I have to just do the next best thing and sticky bomb the crap out of them. And they're both dead. They're both quite dead. So I just get this, and then what do you know? It's a freaking parachute. I still have my parachute, by the way. It's just like, yeah, and then I think it ends up getting used here by accident. Or maybe not. Never mind. There was a third box up there, but at that point I was just kind of frustrated about the whole affair, so I left it be. And I just do my... Yeah, right. I take some time here to kill the UFOs because I am just so absolutely dreading a death. I actually lost a really good run after this. I had actually the entire trio of good stuff. Bouncy Boots, Power Glove, and the Cape. And I just lost it because I tried to kill a UFO when I really shouldn't have. So, yeah, never kill them at ground level. That is just asking for death, basically. That's a tip I can give. Maybe a pro tip, I don't know. Because you have to get to Ice World in the first place. Pretty crazy. They explode instantly, and it's pretty crazy. I mean, killing them is always fun because they just explode, and that's great. But, I don't know. And there's that giant head. If you recall, in, I think, either Part 9 or Part 10, Part 9 probably, there was that big, like, headpiece. And my theory is that UFO blasts are what will give you what you need there. So, I can't imagine what else it would be, because bomb didn't work, and there's really nothing else around. You know, throwing Yetis at it? I don't know. But, so we found the exit, so now it's just time to go exploring a bit just to see if there's anything else on the other sides. Nothing particularly good. I mean, gold is one thing, and there's an altar, but I already have pretty good items, and, I mean, it might just give me spectacles, or... I mean, if it gave me a Power Glove, that'd be great. You can actually get a cape from the altar, which is amazing. But, in fact, I think I might have gotten... I don't know if it showed up, but... Anyway, that's level 11. So we're getting through towards Ice World. And there's Bouncy. Bouncy Rock. Good times, right? He's stuck way at the top, so I'm like, whatever. You can actually hang on those. That's kind of cool. I bet they still fall. But, you know, you always got to worry about that sort of thing. That UFO is just trying to chase me. There's one thing very, very crazy about freaking UFOs. And we got bouncy time. So boy, I already have bouncy boots though. No thanks, Mr. Floor Springs. I really don't appreciate it. We didn't get any special areas. That's probably for the best. Although the ice ones are actually quite nice. I like that whole Mama Bear, Papa Bear, whatever bear it is. So there's Shortcut Man, and he requires 300,000, and that's a lot. But I managed to get 40k. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And now we're off to Proto World, which I think is called Temple according to the music files. And isn't this just dandy? We get to start Proto World with a light sort of issue problemness. The Thwomps seem pretty happy over there, just kind of lit up and on fire, just ready to go. He is absolutely burning, like that dude from Prince of Tennis, that guy who learned the freaking like Hadouken just by swinging a racket. It's crazy. And then there's that guy, that crazy man over there, just hanging out with a Thwomp. I guess they're having a real party in the dark, I guess. So we bomb this place because there's really no good place to go. I am not trying anything with the Thwomp over there. That's not happening at all. So that's safe. That's safe. Darkness is very difficult to navigate, but fortunately the number of enemies overall seems to lower. I think mostly because those dudes, and there was an arrow turret. Thank goodness thank goodness that, I don't know what this thing is even called. It's like a buoy, light buoy or something. So I need to do the crazy MLG jump here. No, wait, though, it wasn't that one. I think it's this one. No, yeah, that, right there. You see that? Friggin', I don't even know how I did that. I am just so glad that I survived it, basically. So There's a damsel. We actually go after her because it seems fairly okay to deal with that damsel. And I have lots of bombs, lots of ropes. This is, I would imagine, really nice equipment come end game. As a matter of fact, Proto World is the last world, as far as I know. I guess that's maybe naive of me to say that, because I haven't been past it, so to speak, and I haven't seen a victory, so, I don't know. Oh, active bomb, and that probably should have killed me, but, you know, thank heaven for small favors, right? Or, you know, thank the girl with the big smooch for small favors, like giving me 1 HP. Right, so I collected 15 grand. That's pretty cool. I don't think, at this point, it's going to just be for score. Again, that's assuming that I've seen the end game. And this was like, no, I'm not even going after you. You can scream all you want, you crazy lady. How did you even get stuck there? But yeah, dealing with lava, kind of annoying. I think I take 1 or 2 hits from Mr. Guy in the bottom left. I don't even know, well, I don't know if I go after him. But the Maverick area, yeah, that seemed kind of annoying. So I'm just trying to get the hex out of here. But I actually wait for him to come back up. I don't know why. Obviously, I don't wait the entire time. And he doesn't, I don't think he's dead after that. He took 2 hits. He took arrow turret and an insta-death. And he's still not dead. So I don't know what kills those guys. In any case, 1 arrow turret down. And, yeah, I don't even bother with the other arrow turret. And there's some stupid thwomps having a good old thwompy upscale, defying gravity good time. This guy's really annoying. Well, I was probably thinking that guy would be annoying to deal with. But then he suddenly decided to freak out because of the Proto-Man next to me. I think they actually, like, call each other. And, yeah, I freaking took damage there. And then I go after the box because I got so many ropes, as I always say. And there was an arrow turret, and I didn't even see that, so I'm so glad that that just happened by accident. So we need a bomb to take care of this one. With sticky bombs, you can almost assuredly get the 2 in the right direction that you want. And the box just very conveniently lands right at the exit. So this gives us some spike shoes. Spike shoes, which I think are supposed to work in the ice world, but I have no idea what they're really for. Maybe they're used to jump on large enemies, like the Mama Papa Bear or the Mummy Dude, or I don't even know what else is. Maybe the carnivorous plant. Maybe, I don't know. I would very much be afraid of that. So yeah, I think I tried doing some pro jumps and then I eventually go down on the left anyway. So because there's that stupid thwomp horde. I don't even know. So yeah, it's time for pro jumps. Spend like, I don't know, a minute trying to make this or something. So you know what, I'd like to know how you get bouncy boots and spike shoes at the same time. You'd think they'd be mutually exclusive, but apparently you can go high and stick to the ground all at the same time. That's technology for you. So yeah, cape business. I mean, yeah, I could have taken damage there. It's like, I think at this point I just said screw it. So yes, I guess I did. And there's Mr. Mummy. Mr. Mummy. I don't think I've ever killed him. I bet he drops something good, like the Mama... Well, Mama Bear, Papa Bear drops, like ropes. I guess I don't know what the Mummy would drop. He might drop whatever that thing on his head is. And I don't think I bother to go after the damsel. Or maybe I do. I'm trying to... Yeah, right. So these guys are both knocked out, and I just say, this is probably the best opportunity I ever have to get there, so... Anyway, we are at level 15 completed, and now we go to level 16, which actually has a little cutscene here, and what do you know, I'm imagining this is the boss slash final, challenge. So there's that tiki dude, and he just wakes up. I don't know why he wakes up, probably because I'm Indiana Jones, and bad things always happen when you're looking like Indiana Jones, so... I'm like, man, this is a boss fight. I have to be really careful about this. So, first thing I do is try to chuck that dude. Well, he's already dead, I guess. Must have died from... I don't know what he died from, actually. I don't think the whip was quite enough to kill unless, he was already just hurting. So, this guy... I don't know what you need to do in order to defeat him. Maybe he's a multi-stage boss, but... my guess, at least at the moment, is that he's kind of what would it be? Mario Brothers 3 Bowser style. as in you kind of just go under him and he keeps breaking the floor underneath, and then you just eventually he falls into lava or something. I don't know that for sure. If you notice, he only breaks stuff when you're actually underneath it. And yeah, freaking spider. So now I'm down to 1 health and I'm kind of paranoid. So yeah, if you notice the little spin stuff, that's me being paranoid. Each one of those little floaty orbs shoots out various enemies, which he can end up killing. So that's pretty cool. But he can shoot out lots of different enemies like frogs, and so that's like, gosh darn it, frogs. Oh yeah. Yeah. So I think there's boss music. I'm gonna have to make sure that I'm using boss music. And yeah, I mean the bombs like aren't doing anything to this guy. So as far as I know, I don't really see any cracks in there. If it actually does anything. So at this point, yeah, I just decide maybe I should go exploring up here. And what do you know? There's some treasure up here. So maybe I should try to see if there's anything good. And yeah, so there's lots of stuff, and I have the resources for it. So why not just take advantage of that ability? And of course, this is my death. Stupid active bomb, did it all wrong. I should have just stayed on the left side, and I'm like, oh man. And I think I just go, oh man, for like an entire minute. So that's what happens. And that's it. That was my best run ever so far. I think that's fairly good. I don't know. Seems like having just a couple of good items and your wits about you can really make it. You can make it far in this game. You really can. So that's that. I really enjoyed Spelunky. It's a very, very fun game. Definitely, because it's a huge change of pace of what I normally play, I think I enjoyed it especially as a result of that. Because, I mean, you can get genre lag, or like the equivalent of jet lag for video games, is if you keep playing the same thing over and over again. You know, when you're a lot younger, back in my teens, I played freaking Defense of the Ancients, that Warcraft 3 map, for like 6 years, and never got never got sick of it, but you know, that's how that goes. So yeah, this has been Game Hunter playing Spelunky, and join me next time when we play something completely new. So until then, keep playing those roguelikes, guys, and take care.